Hello and welcome to Learn Code with Ganny, a place where we make code easy and simple like ABC. Today I will be talking about how to drive according to the climate condition that we are seeing on the road. There are some special climate condition that you can see that is not happening often, like when it is raining heavily. How are you going to drive when there is fog, when you're not seeing very well, when there is a strong wind or there is sun? How are you going to drive? In case you are finding value, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel and share it, and let's learn this together. Let's go to the class. Driving in a climate condition, so we are under it, so we are going to talk about what situation we can adopt. The first one is special climate condition. Special climate condition. Driving too fast when the weather condition is bad. The driver may, among other things, be surprised by the instruction of another vehicle. So you have to be very careful. The A part is heavy rain and the highway code. So you are going to talk about when there is heavy rain. How are you going to drive in that condition? Attention, that is beware of aquaplaning. We are going to define what is aquaplaning. It's also called aquaplaning, yeah, or hydroplaning. This is a loss of grip of a vehicle due to the split page wheel of a surface covered with a water. The tire is no longer able to evacuate water on the road. That's what is called aquaplaning. The driver risked aquaplaning and lost control of the vehicle. One tire that is not good, or excess speed increase the risk of aquaplaning. The speed limit in the weather. The speed limit in a weather. How do you run in the weather? The speed limit must be respected. Lower from 10 to 20 km per hour. Avoid sudden brake and increase safety distance in case you are driving when there is heavy rain. Okay. Another thing you can do is allumate the your light position. That is your position light, the one that we talk in the other video. On it, make sure you on it. You have to on your position light or crossing to signal its presence to the other driver. In the case of heavy rain or poor visibility, full light or fog light must be used. Okay, in the case of heavy rain, heavy rain, let's take note of that. Then we go to we are talking about low brouillard. Low brouillard, that is fog. That is, in English, is fog. When you cannot see very well. When you wake up in the morning, that fog light that you will see, no, that like a nuage that you cannot be able to see very well. This is what they are calling fog. This thing is what we call fog. Adapt your driving to feasibility. The speed and the safety distance must be equal to the visibility regardless of the road you are taking. If the visibility is 50 meters, you must drive at 50 meters to maintain the safety distance of a 50 meter. If the visibility is 70 kilometers, you must drive at 70 kilometers to respect so you have to adapt to just only the distance. Then on your light. If the visibility is poor, you must on your deep light, headlight. That is the light that is not too full. If the vehicle is equipped with them, the front and the rear fog light on it also. There are some light that have a brouillard light also on it. The rear light allow the driver who follows me, that is who follows you, to understand the configuration of the road and to adapt to the same speed of driving. Okay. Attention, you must never put on your full light in a raining or in a foggy weather, because they will block the eyes of other vehicle that is in your front, coming in your front. Okay. And also, do not try to overtake in a foggy weather if you are on two-way road, because there's other vehicle that is coming opposite side. How are you going to see? So be careful. Thank you. Then C part is talking about strong wind, that is le vent. Strong, that is one that is strong. It has risk. The risk, the driver must make trajectory, that is driving deviation, in the event of a crosswind, strong gusts, and when he overtakes a bulky vehicle, speed accentuate is phenomenon. You have to be very careful in the vent. Don't overtake anyhow. Then how to counter the wind. When there is wind, how are you going to counter it as a driver? It is necessary to hold the steering wheel firmly, slow down to reduce the driving diversion, and then turn the steering slightly in the opposite direction of the wind. Uses ear sleeves. The ear handle indicates the place where there may be violent or more or less unexpected side wind. Ear sleeves are installed in the same place and show the direction and intent of the drive of the wind. The horizontal position alert the driver to the risk of being deported in the event of a discussed exit from a tunnel and overtaking a driver. So let's take note. And then this is just a small advice. Two wheels are lighter. In fact, they are more invulnerable. They that is a bike. A bike is very light, and they can be lighter. They can be have an accident in the wind. So you have to, when you want to pass them, remember to just have a normal distance security between them in the wind. Then we are talking about the sun, which is the soleil. What are the risks? This is the sun. What are the risks involved when driving? The sun hinder the driver visibility. When he is in front of him or is in the field of vision, it can dazzle him and encourage him to close his eyes involuntarily for several seconds. The driver then must take longer to react, and he can no longer evacuate the distance correctly. So how can you face it? Because sun will not make you to see very well. How are you going to face the sun? The driver must systematically have a pair of sunglasses in his vehicle, easily accessible. He must also use his sun vision to fight against the sun. It can put in front of the windscreen or on the left. That is, it must also use, this is what they call it parasole, and it also is called to fight against the sun. It's used to block sun. So you have to make sure you use it. So a dirty windscreen can accentuate the driver positive visibility. So attention, and you must also always clean your glasses very your screen windscreen very well, so that you can be able to see. So thank you for listening, and I will see you in my next class. Bye.